ụmụ Igbo ekene m ọnụ. Ezinwa Anaedo ka ọnụ n'afọ chi nọ nso ezi mmụọ bụ Akajiọfọ Ugwurudu na Ifite unu abụọla chi. Na mbụ ana m ekenekwe chi m ọbụla chi kene echi ya. Ana m ekene ezumezu mmụọ ya na chi m ye wele emelu m ife ọma. Ana m ekenekwazi chi nweta ata bụ chi afọ. Ana m ekene ezumezu ọra mụ na ha ya eme dibịa. Ana m ekene nne nwaanyị Ugwurudu nọ. Ana m ekene osimiri nwe m. Ana m ekene ọdịnala be nna m na-ekene ọdịnala ikwu nne m. Ana m ekene ọdịnala ọrụ Ifite. Ohu mmụọ na nnụ mmụọ nọ na agba n'anụ ọrụ Ifite. Ife niile ọrụ Ifite ji dị ebube. Ife niile Anaedo ji wee biri. Ana m ekene. Ana m ekene ọdịnala Igbo. Onye nkene ya kene ibia. O nwere ozi nji wee bịa tata. Ma gị cheta na echi bụ nkwọ anyị ji emewe salaka maka ndị nwere mmasị isonye. Chat ya m na WhatsApp. Nọmba ndị na post a bụ my WhatsApp number. You chat me and then you indicate your interest to be part of the salaka ndị mmiri anyị na-emewe kwa nkwọ. Ịkaba alụ fụ na ọ bụrụ na ị na-esonye na anyanwụ salaka na ozi gị ruru m alụ latest mgbede echi mgbede tata bụ afọ. Monthly ritual anyị ka na-agakwa n'iru maka ndị nwere mmasị. Ya ozi nji wee bịa tata. O nwere somebody chatara m n'inbox wee na-ekwu sị na kemgbe ya bidoro ime omenanị na ya na-agọrụ chi ya, na ya na-egburu chi ya anụ, na ya na-aga ọfọ kwa ụbọchị, na ya na-emerụ chi ya ife niile, mana na o nwebelọ ife chi ya merie na iwe agbago ya, na ya anọzi akọ akụkọ chi, na ya anọzi akọ akụkọ chi ebe ọ na chi ya hapụrụ ya ya na-ata afụfụ nọdụ na mkpa ego, nọdụ na mkpagbu ndịa nọdụ na mkpagbu dị iche iche na ọbara uru na ya ka na-ekwu okwu maka the so-called chi. You know, a lot of people are in this similar dilemma. A lot of people ewerugo ọnụ ha kwujọ chifa. A lot of people have cursed their chi out of frustration and anger. If you have been an ardent follower of Ezinwa Anaedo for some months or years, ị Ezinwa have always been on the mission of enlightening people on what she truly is. You see, when you don't have the correct, the accurate idea of something, then abuse of that thing is imminent. When you don't have the accurate information about an idea of something, then you can easily abuse it. I have always maintained, if this idea of na chi mmadụ bụ a certain onye ụwa that lived in the past, that idea of telling people that na chifa bụ certain onye ụwa that lived in the past, you know, making it look like Iha Boruchi is entirely different from themselves. So now an entity that they are just paying homage to, you know, a human entity that existed in the past, and then they are now bound to pay homage to that entity, you know, as their chi. If you keep viewing chi from this angle, then abuse is imminent. That is when you can easily talk rubbish about your chi. It is misinformation. Or some people that we say that their chi is their guardian angel. Guardian angel. Meaning that, how do I demonstrate it now? Oh man, Ezinwa Anaedo like about practicality. Okay. Okay. Can we look at when I demonstrate it? Guardian angel. Okay. Okay. Let's say this and then. Can what way now? Go away when I got. And then can look. You know, some people are seeing their chi as no fama defa. Then nka bruzia chifa na guide defa. No chifa donka nka mfawa nnukwu anụwa bushi we na guide defa. So their chi is their guardian angel. Kono wata ihe na akọ. In other words, onye na-ekwu na chi ya guardian angel ya nyanwa dị iche, chi ya dị iche, mana chi ya wee na aga edezi ya. For this demonstration, this is another fallacy. This is another big fallacy. Nwere ike ime mmadụ ya emepe ọnụ kọsụ achie. You see, Ezinwa etikatago ya ọbụlụ mkpu ya ekwukatago m ike agwụgo ebe nọ na-akọwalụ ndị mmadụ ife bụ chi, trying to give people the accurate idea of what she is, ka o wee kpefa wee ghọta The perfect definition of chi mmadụ Ezinwa nyegolu ọbụna chi ga-ebu ndụ ahụ bi dọ n'ime gị or eso ano oyibo inwe ike isi na chi bụ the life force of your existence, the life force of your existence, meaning ife ahụ mere iji dị ndụ. Ọ bụrụ na ịghọta ya otu a, ịma ndị na-afụta chi gị as the so-called onye ụwa, ịma ndị na-afụta chi as an ancestor that lived in the past, ịma ndị na-afụta chi as the so-called guardian angel, maka na the truth bụ na chi ga-abụrụ the so-called onye ụwa lived in the past, and the truth is that chi ga-abụrụ the so-called guardian angel. Na chi ga-ebu that force, that energy that enlivens you, that energy that fuels your existence. And you are not separate from this energy. And this chi is dependent on you, and you are also dependent on this chi. You are interwoven, you are the same. Your thoughts is your chi, your emotional vibrations is your chi, your intuition is your chi. Your chi is woven over your existence. Your decisions, your choices, bụcha your chi. Your choices and your decisions about life bụcha chi gị. Igbo ji wee kwuo sị na ọ sọrọ onye sọrọ chi. That once you decide, your chi decides, your chi approves. Meaning that your chi largely depends on you, and you largely depend on your chi. When you speak, your chi is that force that causes your words to come to manifestation. When you feel, your chi is that force that works in accordance with your feeling to bring you more of that you're feeling. Your chi is that voice, silent voice that speaks in your conscience. You are in everywhere, faced with your chi, surrounded by your chi. Wherever you are, that is where your chi is. Meaning that you and your chi are inseparable. Once you will, your chi accomplishes. So now tell me, why will you be blaming your suffering, your pains on your chi? You should rather blame yourself. Because your chi acts in accordance with the energy you generate. Ọnwa anaghị egbu mmadụ ma chi ya adịghị ọnụ ya bụ izu. Na ọ sọrọ onye sọrọ chi ya na ọ na-abụ onye kwe chi ya ekwe. Ụmụ ihe anụ abụcha okwu Igbo iji wee gosi gị that na chi anụ a na-ekwukwanụ is not a separate entity from you, from yourself. that when you think, your thought fuels this your chi, your emotional feelings fuel this your chi, your intuition fuels this your chi. I'm home no to other mess who are covered. But somebody be me pon near where na Ezinwa Anaedo. Oju webro na kemgbe. Na ya na feed this year. Na ya na agoru shia. Na ya na emeru shi ife ni mana na shi ebi ebelo ye ego. Therefore, na ya na hozi aka ko shia. What ignorance. Can you really do without your chi? You should understand that na ewepụ chi gị na ịma ndozi ndụ. Ewepụ chi gị ịma nkwuwa okwu. That is, ịgbara voice note wee na-agba Ezinwa Anaedo na WhatsApp, all those rubbish. Without that your chi, ịma mmadụ ife phone self. Ma ya rụzie i voice out. It can wear life in you and you are there causing your chi. Maka if no me how Dangote. I want you to understand that whatever happens in your life, whatever you experience in your life is actually your chi delivering your sowings to you, your choices and your decisions to you of the past. Niile ekpe ekpele achụ aja niile na-achụ mana ịda afụ ife ya. Niile na-agọrụ chi o mana o nwere ife chi gị na-emerụ gị. You are actually the cause. Ọbụla chi gị na-eme gị, ọbụla mmụọ na-eme gị, ọbụla mmadụ na-eme gị, nke nwa na-eme onwe gị. O nwere onye na-eme ibe ya n'ụwa. People need to understand that whatever that happens to them is actually in line with their choices and decisions. Severally, that some people in their past life, in their past existence, exhausted everything in their destiny, in their chi, every wealth in their chi, they exhausted it. You know that health is also wealth. Some people, by their past choices and decisions in their previous life, have exhausted everything before them out of greed. Just like in the present, look around you. That voice note on my WhatsApp, when I call that rubbish. Just look around you. In our world of today, you will see people making the same mistake. You will see people that want to eat everything. Look around you today. You will still see people, both men and women, eating up everything in their chi, here and now. And whereby they are not succeeding, they will add an extra force into it to make sure that, yes, everything in their chi is exhausted here and now. Adding that extra force will just work to force everything out of their chi, to force every wealth out of their chi, so that they can enjoy it here and now. A lot of people are doing it in our present world, in our present, in going way in that rubbish. Around you, you will see all of them. You see people like that. These are the kind of people Fabishando Haketa no and Shigata. They will be in this situation, and they will be causing their chi. Because of what? Hagemi feni ne hageme. Chwa ajani ne fagacho. Go for ni ne fire go. Go even go the more fire go. O mwedi ife faga water. When if I got chota when he got offer, because you cannot an empty vessel the empty. And when he make a time or what, he up there was something from it. Makagene, the content of the container have already been exhausted by you. It could be that in Gewan Onwe again I call that rubbish na my WhatsApp that you live this kind of life in your past life. You exhausted everything. It could be that you exhausted everything. Everything about wealth in your shi, including wealth, including health, including money, riches. Everything. About wealth. Akonoba. You have exhausted it. Your shina bag easy. See a time shiano ijagwayogo. Force washigi ko buteruge hanine. And you exhausted them in your previous. Now, you will be there in the present. You will be a wise man. This name boss. Na korobish. Buy them voice note. Na korobish. Na kotu. Nobody they do you. And I am telling you that Omohonye the responsible for your pains, for your lack. You are responsible for yourself. Yesterday in my teaching also, Ekulomonse, the steering of your existence is in your hand. Whichever direction you take, every forces with you, including your shi, goes. You are the owner, you are the one in control of the steering of your life. Every direction you steer the steering to. Yeah? The universe, everything about you moves in that direction. That is how life works. You understand? Life is automatic. The creator that created everything, Chukwu kelifeni in set ya motion in existence, that everything is in automatic motion. Take for example now that Ezinwa, I will to drink water. I want to drink water. Ewom gagide. Okay, here no pure water there. Ewom biaba keta. Where will this pure water? Remember, I first of all willed it. My will triggered my whole body to move towards where this water is. My will, I willed it. It is a will. And when I will, when I willed it consciously, it triggers every part of me to move towards getting this water to drink. It is automatic. And when water me aketa ntapo ya nwa otu anu aka ife ni no no word. Everything in existence, that is how everything functions. If you will now that nature ka akonoba ni nne de na chigi ka obialoge now, ọ ga-abịa nwuloge. Ọ ga-abịa. You can force them, you can pull them to you. Once you will it, then your whole body, your mind, your emotions, your brain, your intuition, everything about you will begin to work towards responding to that stimuli that you have triggered. And eventually, that you have willed will come to you. That wealth will come. But one thing is that man is not exempted from the consequences of his actions. You are not exempted. Once you have willed, once you will it, the consequences follows instantly. Do you understand? For example, na mmiri anu one wetara now. This water, I'm still demonstrating with it. This water now that I will to drink. My whole body, ma aka ma ihe niile ma isi ma afọ m wee gagido. Remember, it was my will that triggered every part of my body to go and get this water. It was my will that triggered my head, my feet, my hands, my belly, my shoulders, everything about me to go and walk towards getting this water. All part of my body no alone how, but my will has set the motion. Now, when I get this water, this nylon will become empty. The consequences of namu jeje with million na abo na nwa million na nylon na ga adịzi empty million man dizi near. Kam nwere kon na I like teaching. Na-ekuzi like this, Ibrugodu nursery school pupil nya mata nursery school ị ga-aghọta ihe na-akọwa. Now, that mmiri angona me now. Now, the consequence of me going to get this water to drink is that na mmiri amandozi na nylon na the nylon is now empty of water. It's now empty of water. That is the consequence. Now, if again in the future mmiri egolomo I can no longer take up this nylon. I will now have to look for another water. I will now have to go either use my money to buy another water, or I have to command my whole body to go down to the stream or river to fetch water to drink. The consequence of this, my action, is that na media doors na nylon have to go empty. And no other person will suffer that consequence apart from me. It is my actions and decision. That is how life is. Obro somebody that your life have been so filled with ups and downs, hardness everywhere. What do you hear? No softness in your life. Nothing. Man, don't be too quick to point an accusing finger to any more or to any mother. The person to accuse is yourself. The person to accuse is yourself. You cannot eat your cake and still have it. Your she is triggered by your actions, by your decision, by your choices. Akajiọfọ Ezinwa Anaedo well, the human free will body of four mmadụ si n'ime okike wee pụta. Free will. All free will anụwa mere na mmadụ ga-enye volition. Ihe will apụta ife. Do you understand? You can will, and whatever you will manifest. It is because of that free will. It is an authority which man possesses with the Creator, the Almighty Creator, the Supreme Being. Only man has it. That is why man can will something, and what he will come to pass. But the consequences of his willing will be left with him. Not with any man, any other man. So, that is why in the past, we say which people should learn to be patient with their she. Learn to be patient with your she. Be patient with yourself. Learn to be patient. Ọ bụrụ na ị na-eme nnọọ ogidoro gị anya na-agba mbọ ị ga-agba dịka mmadụ, but things are not working out. Be patient. Isi m nnọọ ka ekwesị ịchụnyere chi gị aja, onwe onye ka ị na-eme. Iche na ọchị gị ka ị na-eme, onwe ka ị na-eme. You are doing yourself. Because I see somebody here saying, so work with the person going through this kind of condition. Do I have that the same thing Ezinwa have been teaching for the past 6 years? But the same thing on the here now. The only solution is to choba aja. Ekulom say, ena achugo da aja. Man eda afu ife ya ato. Keep on na achu that aja. Because you don't know the void that you have created in your chi out of your greed, selfishness of the past. You don't know how big the void is. That void needs to be filled. Out of your choices and decisions, you create voids here and there in your existence. It is your duty. Fill those voids. Not even no Dibia, not even your mother or your father can help you to fill those voids. You feel it yourself. Onya merunji ade ekunda na ase ojuwa won ife nefa metel no ihe nnata na ha metel ka ha na ata ofia. No. Ina ha ata ofia ife onye obuna metelo. Ife metel ka na ata afofia. Even when you are not seeing the light of aja na achu, keep on choba aja. Every aja cholon generates some amount of energy to filling the void you have created in your life. When you also created that void, now belong. Let's assume that what else will I use to illustrate? Ezinwa Anaedo love illustration so much. I love illustration. Okay. Can we pan now where illustrate? How pan? If pan na keta pan na the empty of midi or the empty of okay. When you fed on here or plus or some okay. Let's say nzu. I can go nzu make nzu enough here. If pan na onwa nzu do ne onwa anything done na pan na let's assume that na maybe pana let's say na pana abuchim for example. Now ogen na abiowa in my first incarnation. Listen, in your first incarnation, ogen na apadi biowa. Your chi was largely equipped and filled with every wealth that you needed to sustain your existence here. Your chi was filled with it in your first incarnation. You are saying no. Man, some people out of greed, selfishness, out of career everything once, have actually emptied the vessel of their chi. So let's take for example that now this pan I follow here about the vessel of Chimo, assuming. And this vessel of Chimo, was filled. This vessel of Chimo, in my first incarnation, it was filled with a lot of goodies. Goodies. Mogonogondo, ma risike, ma konoba, ma kerogase fama momo. Ihe niile everything good juchara n'ime oge na abịa ụwa to the extent that the pan which is the vessel of my chi was well filled oge na abịa ụwa. It was well filled. If like ojuru keta anụ this vessel o wee ruo ka m bịara ụwa nke mbụ in my first incarnation, because ebe enwere reincarnation a na-enwe incarnation a na-enwe first. So in my first incarnation, where blona, ihe ni na ada ebe a bụ ife akọnọba nya well to Chimu have in stock to enable my existence in this universe, in this world, in this physical world, And all these are to help me throughout, not just a part, but all of them. Then, below that now, in my first incarnation, a woman use, let's say, I'm use nka, a use nka, use kwanka, the vessel na abada, the vessel na reduce. A woman measure bishandon where she atakwa in my second lifetime. Where does in that my first second lifetime? Below that, na more bon, a bit of them be greed. I want, in that my second lifetime, I want to build house. I want to own a car, own cars, not even a car. I want to build house everywhere. I want to marry all the women in this world. I want to motang money no, motang money, I want to, everything. I just want, out of greed, I now want everything in abundance, in double. I want everything in multiples. So one pawashimoku jekwo gwari yogu. Kashimu webu kolon. The remaining 10 ihe niile fozile na vessel ya ko butelumia in one single lifetime. Ko butelum everything in one single lifetime. Remember, in my first lifetime, I used a part of the content of that vessel. I only use a part. The one does for the future incarnations, for the future lifetimes. The one does on that for now. Yeah, on that for. But in that my second, can be as in that my second, where blown a more chazere, go from candos on a leave large, I just want to get everything double. I am no longer comfortable with just building one house and living in it. I want to build multiples of houses. I am no longer comfortable with owning just one car. I want to own a company. I want to a 500 cars parked in my garage, and to do that, I need more wealth. So one pawashimo kona afyoko bikwo mo kite bandedi bia gbowo cook bo form of we are everything to force the hand of my shit to bring everything to me at once. So she may wear be again this remaining wealth to the vessel of my she may wear be again where MTL me at once, where MTL me everything in that my lifetime, because I have forced the hand of my shit to bring everything to me. So we're born in that my lifetime, I now enjoyed everything to the fullest. We enjoy chaya. Then the pan we're making the quasi empty. A one bishandua where now where she yata. I have to continue with the content of this pan vessel of my share. I have to continue with it because I don't have any other vessel where I can go and begin live on. Apart from that, my unique vessel. Everybody have his or her own unique vessel, and that unique vessel that you have that another person cannot tap into is Yoshi Buchigi. Then a one vessel was I am meeting an empty pan, empty vessel. Once he head on here, what will now happen? Now, what will the person now in this kind of situation be doing? Now, this vessel, this empty vessel will now be gaining content gradually. Now, let's assume if for this vessel now, here the vessel of that my short is empty now. Now, now go for name handles on name. Let's assume na go for maybe often na go every morning with Oji, with Inzu, with Edo. Can name every morning, Abia? Or na add? Or for na ngoro with Oji, Inzu, Edo, Manyoko ni handles or add there something to the vessel. Yeah. each one. Yeah, every time mmeri or add ya, if it small or add. Emekwa m ya tomorrow or add kwa small. Ịghọta ihe na-ekwu. Emekwa m ya nwanne echi or add ya small. O wee ke megide m ya mee 1 year. 1 year of ngọrọ I generate here something like this or add ya. Ejem na ndị mmiri je chụnye aja. Or add kwa small. Ejem na mmụọ be nna m je chụnye aja or add kwa. Ejem na mmụọ ndị ikwu nne m je chụnye aja or add kwa. Ejem na aja na be nna m je chụnye aja or add kwa. Akpapụ ọmụ ndị ezinụlọ ibu or add ya. Anọ m n'iru anya na agbara wa ọjị wụpụ n'ezi or add ya. Anọ m eme ya each time mgburu chi m anọ mgbuoro chi m ọkụkọ or add ya. Egbuoro m chi m ebunu ma ọ wee ewu or add ya. Kelekwa afịa. Ejem na agwụ je chụnye aja ọ na-add. Nwanne otu anụ aka m esi wee tụtụgido true aja. Otu aka m esi wee tụtụgido true aja. This vessel ewe nwe ike gbagotekwa. Ewe nwe ike nweta something in that my vessel to be using. Oh, na choose that and ihe aja anụ eju ya this small na drop small ọbụna. Ka ị na-generate, ka ị na-use kwa. Then the excess is nya nke fọziri na ihe ya abazi na the vessel as storage, as reserve. Yọta anya mere eju ya na drop small. Ọ man feed overnight. To fill back this vessel nwere ike take gị an entire lifetime of ịchụ aja. Ọ na-aghọta gị ihe m na-ekwu maka onye na-ajụ maka solution. To fill back this vessel nwere ike take gị an entire lifetime of aja. That is, o nwere ike ote only ye be like 100 years in this present lifetime. O nwere ike to fill back this vessel of your chi nwere ike take gị the whole of that your lifetime of 100 years. Iwe nwere ike generate enough energy to fill back this vessel. Then mgbe you ebidozi mewezi enjoy when you now go and return in your next lifetime, you will be meeting a filled back. You know, by all those years for that 100 years you have generated quite enough energy again to fill back the vessel. You have generated enough energy to fill back the vessel. But you may no longer be able to enjoy massively in that your lifetime when you are generating the energy to fill back this vessel. If you can enjoy small. O nwere ike aja ọbụla ị chọrọ generate an energy hole na aja ọbụla ị chọrọ o nwere ike chigu atụpe gị small o nwere ike cheka o nwere ike chigu agbake gị. Ihe a bụ the mass of energy generate n'ofu aja ị chọrọ. Mana ihe chi gị ga-eme ga allow use nakwa ndị isi ebe na ya eme ga allow use from that aja ị chọrọ abụrụ something hole na just something hole na ka ya eme ga allow to use from it. Others will now go for reserve in that your vessel. So oge make in that your lifetime ebe no we do abakọ ihe ndị a niile, you will not be able to live large. You will not be able to live large. Onya abụna ị ga-achụ aja ị ga-achụ ị na-enweta only small benefit from it. Only small. Mana ịmazi oge ị ga-emezi ị ga-enjoy ya in your next lifetime because onweghị onye ọzọ ga-eyi ifuru ihe anụ ajuru now. You have filled back this thing through your aja. Onweghị onye ọzọ nọ n'ụwa. Onweghị onye not even nwa gị, not even nne gị, not even nna gị, not even nwa gị. Onweghị onye ọzọ nọ n'ụwa that this filled vessel is left for apart from you. Apart from you, because it bears your trademark, not the trademark of nwa, not the trademark of nne ma ọ bụ nna gị. It is your own trademark. Every soul, every chi is unique. So nobody, no other chi, no nothing else in this whole existence can tamper with this field vessel of yours. You meet it. So in your next life, that is when you now begin to live large, because you now have another field vessel out of your aja. So the reason you should keep on aja, whether me na free more or na have free fair beginning, to generate enough energy to refill back your vessel. To refill back your vehicle, about the principle of energy exhaustion and energy gaining. Ama n'ihe nkọrọ udolanya. So nke nwa bụ onye na-achọ onye get blame for your pains, for your whatever. Malụ na onwe gị, ngwa na-eme onwe gị. Onwe onye na-eme gị, ọbụla chiki na-eme gị, ọbụla mmụọ na-eme gị, ọbụla mmadụ na-eme gị n'ihi imere onwe gị. Onya mere nji ekwusị, ị na-agba speed in life, jirikwa nwayọ. Maka na nwata na-ata akara wee gee, nke abụrụzi ego nne, nọ ego ye ka ọ na-ata. You know they do anybody. You are not doing anybody. In a book speed, whatever you are doing, Malona, that your vessel is just one. Whatever iki na whatever you name, Malopano from this vessel, kiss here what here, and you keep drawing without replacing them. You got a fear letter. If for this vessel go now, this is your vessel. Oh, personally, once you remove something like this out of this vessel, try a one bofona. Nka ki wopro one bofona something as big as this, bigger than the one up lap. Now she attack back to that vessel. That is, the vessel must never be empty. Iwopu ife kabalu tinyekwa nke karịrị nke iwopụrụ. Onya bụ that na you will live your entire lifetime. That is, obgoni ị ga-ebi ụwa ịsatọ ma ọ bụ asaa n'ụwa. All those you asaa na asatọ lifetime, ị ga-abụ ọgaranya. Ị ga-abụ ọgaranya. Onwe mgbe nwe lifetime ị ya bi otu anụnwa dị empty of resources, of wealth, because you keep refilling. Mana ebulu mmadụ na-ata na-ewepụ na-esepụ without nloyi, without replacing, you are doing yourself. You are doing yourself. Everything in this life is about energy. It's about energy. Energy is our spiritual currency. Keep generating energy the much you can, as much as you can, through communion with him more, through commitment with him more. So this is the only solution that I know. You have to be helping yourself. Na charge. Whether me na fife money na half if I just want to actually umele mere na ndụ gị. That is why Ezinwa Anaedo believe na ọrụ alụlaga is a lie. If in my dictionary as dibia, it say na alụlụ go ọrụ mmụọ na ọgalaga. Such language not exist for my word. Because as a matter of fact, even when you feed the wrong chi, like most people do, and when you feed the wrong chi with a wrong name, that is the meaning of Nogalaga and that's not fully fair. But if I Mano, name am fozi ife yo tie to balanya. Because of what ni use the right code. Mane fo kwala ja onya obachacharudu of manandoke. Na achuaja. Don't give up. So ngwa wanya bi alum name boss bia na buy them voice note na korobish. Ogo say na number 1 e mokuri hi na eme. Number 2, makwuru ife chi. Number 3, makwuru ife word na omenala Igbo. You don't even, when you are doing something without proper knowledge, you are easily prone to abusing what you are doing. And what in here na mmepe ọnụ kọrọbish. Ekenekwara m ọnụ. I have agbanikwana m. Agbaniana m ekuziana m one nwere ike. I keep teaching. Ikwu okwu anaghị adịrị m easy. Mana Ezinwa to make people's life better, I keep discomforting myself to teach people. If okwu a na-ekwu na ọ na-awa agụ m isi. Ịghọta abụọ m mmadụ okwu kama m ekwu kama m type m de that is me. Ịghọta. So okwu na-ada isi m ike ikwu. But when you see Ezinwa coming to talk, speak like this, Malona, I am investing much energy to better you, your life. Go and and you must value. You should value it. You should value it. Okwu na-ekwu nwa akwa naira na etie na akpa mo. Ekenere m ọnụ. Inweta ozi anụ anyị aka wee gbasaa ya. Pinye aka na share button. Let this message go viral. I have a lot of teachings on my page. I will give a lot of teaching, but many people don't receive it because you, my followers, don't share my messages. You don't share it. Because probably Ezinwa ablo one of those celebrity DBS. Ndene all those Ofonya biana my descent some big DBS. Getting one. Also there are some define a big DBS. So Ezinwa so na big dibia. But emali ife. I ga-aghọta that na page Ezinwa contain a lot of life-saving messages. You should help others to get it, to receive the messages. My name is Ezinwa Anaedo. I come for the total restoration of ordinary omenala Igbo. Sheta na eshi ebo salaka eshi so ya nia chat yam na WhatsApp 08032477868. Daram.